Hey style friend, Liz Klebba here from closetplayimage, and let's start talking about summer style because in the Northern Hemisphere, Memorial Day weekend is almost upon us, and so begins the summer season. So let's talk a little bit about it because French girl summer style comes up every year. If you type in French girl, you're going to get a gazillion hits, right? So let's talk a little bit about French girl summer style and what it has and why it works and why it may not work for you. And I'll talk to you about the tweaks that I'm going to make to this French girl summer wardrobe. Obviously, this isn't the whole wardrobe, right? But to these classic pieces that belong to that and how I tweak it to make it work for me. And maybe that'll help you play with it a little bit to make it work for you, if it's something that you like. So one, let's talk about why French girl summer style is ever popular. Every year it comes around. And why is it so popular? Well, it is relaxed, feminine, and polished all at the same time. And those are three adjectives that people frequently want their style to look like, right? It's relaxed in the sense that, the colors they're not those classic suiting colors, so that makes it a little bit more relaxed. It feels more feminine because it has those softer colors. And the pieces are soft and drapey because we want softness and drape and airflow in the summer. So those are all things that make it softer and feminine, but it's still polished. It's not sloppy. It's not flip-flops and shorts. It's still got a put-together vibe. So I pulled a list. I pulled a must-have list, and you know how I feel about those. Ooh, but anyway, I pulled a must-have list from Who What Wear UK, and their French girl style must-have list includes, and you can see it all here, cat eye sunglasses, straight leg jeans, a printed midi dress, white blouse, espadrilles, a basket bag, a sassy one piece, and mini skirt. Right? And you'll see this on all the cute young things in all the French girl summer hits that you get, whether that's on Pinterest, anywhere you go, right? And these are 8 really classic elements to that style. And when I say classic, I don't mean classic as in the style archetype. I mean classic as in just these are the ones you see all the time, right? But let's talk about what does and doesn't work here, right? Because not all these pieces work for everybody. To be honest, the cat eye sunnies, I love them. I love a great cat eye. I think it works really well for a lot of face shapes and a lot of women's faces, and it gives us that little lift. So always fun. Now, maybe white isn't the choice for you. Maybe you need a different color. I love an espadrille as well. It's a great summer shoe, and it doesn't have to have a heel. One hint, I would look for an espadrille with a buckle strap rather than a tie around the ankle. Some people just don't like the whole tie around the ankle thing. It draws attention to our ankles and it can make us look shorter. Right? So the tie around the ankle is not always the best choice, but one that has just a buckle across can be much more flattering. You can get them in all heel heights. They come in low, they come in medium, they come in high, they come in super platform, like you do you, boo. A basket bag, always a classic choice, great for summer, it's that straw vibe that gives you that relaxed feeling. You could do it anything from a little tiny hand carry to a big tote. It's up to you, right? That's the great thing about this is you can take these pieces to adapt them. Straight leg jean, also a great choice, works for a lot of different body shapes and types. Right? Now, that might mean for some people, it means tucking the blouse in. For some people, it means leaving the shirt out, right? You might like yours frayed at the bottom. You might like yours a little bit cropped. You might like yours long. All these pieces the pieces I've listed so far are infinitely adaptable. White blouse. Now, some people like a button front white shirt. Some people don't. Maybe your white blouse is just a dressier looking t-shirt. Okay. Sassy one piece. Well, lots of us at certain points in our life are more prone to wearing a one piece than a bikini. So, yep, love the idea of a good one piece. They come in so many different shapes and sizes for different body types, different coloring. Like this is an easy piece to adapt to you. The 2 pieces that I struggle with, and these are the 2 that I change, are the printed midi dress and the mini skirt. So a printed midi dress looks great on a lot of people, and it's a very feminine piece, especially this. You can see this one here. It's got the tiering. Tiering is very popular this year. But for me, that printed midi dress just makes me feel frumpy. It's too much for my petite frame. And it also just says old lady. Now, it doesn't do that to somebody very young because it's got that kind of fun vibe, right? So it's that as we age, certain pieces don't age well with us. And so for me, a printed midi dress just makes me feel and a mini skirt is not very practical for my lifestyle either. Just doesn't work very well for me. So what did I do? Well, keep an eye. Oop, and why it didn't do that, there we go. So what I did was I flip-flopped the midi and the mini. And so a printed midi skirt, now on the other hand, I can wear with the white blouse. I can wear with a logo tee, right? For a little bit more edgy look. That's great, right? And then for me, a short dress works better because I can get a column of color from shoulder to hem. And for me, that is much more flattering. It's really hard to get good proportions on a mini skirt and a top. Particularly, it's the same as getting proportions right on a pair of shorts and a top. It can be very, very challenging because it's very easy to get the one-to-one, which is not flattering. I will link a blog post below about flattery, shorts flattery, and how to get a flattering proportion with shorts. But mini skirts and shorts are often kind of a struggle, right? Because we often end up with that one-to-one, which makes us look shorter and wider. And what we want is to look, in general, we want to look longer, which helps us look a little bit more lean. So for me, a short dress from shoulder to hemline gives me that column of color, much more flattering and a whole lot more adaptable, at least for me and for my lifestyle. So let me know here down in the comments below, what of these pieces do you like? Are any of these summer staples for you? Do you like, so for me, this is kind of like French girl style grows up. This is a little bit more adult version than the mini skirt and the skirt. This one works better for me in my lifestyle and the age I am now and the life I lead, right? Printed midi skirt and the short dress are much better for getting down on the floor with my grandkids, for taking my mom places that she needs to go, if I need to grab her, if she's getting unstable. A mini skirt, not so good for all those things, right? So this gives me the flexibility I need while adapting a classic wardrobe. Thinking about basing my summer wardrobe on this. Let me know if you think that would be an interesting idea. I'm really kind of torn between two options on that score, and I might actually do another video about those two ways of pulling together my summer capsule. So if you're interested in finding out how I may be thinking about that, let me know in the comments below. Stay safe and sound sane and stylish, and don't miss next week's video. Subscribe.